Listen, these nails are a conversation starter. I want to just share some things with you guys as you're jumping on because today was a day. There is a reason that in this business, in network marketing, you are not just high tech, but you gotta be high touch. So I see you guys jumping on. We got Canada, we got Florida, we got all the places. I'm watching the numbers just like spike. And I want to remind you right now to remind your team this probably is not the one for them to miss because I'm going to bring it all full circle day 5 masterclass. Okay. A couple of things today. Woke up early this morning, had a meeting in person with a human about joining my business. And it's funny because I think about this online world. I did a whole live about it on my personal Facebook page on how we've kind of made old network marketing kind of like the enemy, and social selling is like the only way, affiliate marketing. And you know, when I think back to when I got started in network marketing, it wasn't because I wanted to be a top seller. I was already kind of doing that in my 9 to 5. I wanted to build a residual income. And what I didn't realize is that back in 2017, I was the problem. I was a part of this problem, right? And I'm not going to go into it too much, but here's what I want you to know. I'm teaching you how to be high tech and high touch. Okay. I'm sitting there ordering a drink for me and the person I'm meeting with, who I'm going to keep, it's a leader, so I'm going to keep it under wraps, looking to make a change. And I met him in person. Like I drove down to meet him in person. Could I just zoomed? Probably. But there's something about relationship marketing. How many of you are like, I do better belly to belly? Drop a 1. It's okay. High tech and high touch. You need both to build a very successful business. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. And we're sitting there and we're ordering from the waitress. And of course, she sees my nails and she's like, oh my God, those nails, let me see them. And I'm like, oh my gosh, here you go. And she's like, oh my gosh, how much were they? And I'm like, oh, they were way too expensive, but I don't care. You know, I love it because they're a conversation starter and I'm online all the time. And, you know, it's just part of my brand, like my nails. And she's like, what do you mean? It started a whole conversation. And I said, well, I help women in the Feel Good Now revolution. Have you ever heard of it before? No. And then I went 7 layers deep with her, and boo-boo, she is ordering my product and she's looking at the business because she don't want to be a waitress. Kim does not want to be a waitress forever. And so what's my point in this? Okay. I'm teaching you the 7-layer deep method because it works. High tech works, but so does high touch. And inside of Brand Me On Demand, I'm teaching you both. I'm not going to tell you that you can make money while you're sleeping and then tell you that you never have to talk to anybody, because that's a bunch of load of crap. Okay. So I want to start with, well, I already started, but we're going to keep going. I have a lot. So I'm going to try to ignore the chat, but I'm going to try to pay attention to the chat at the same time. My team is as me in the chat answering questions as well. So if you see me in the chat answering questions, it's my team that's doing that. So give them a shout out. Let's give a shout out to Mel, Melissa and Melinda, because they have been volunteering their time to help all of you. Like they are tutto bon. Like I'm so grateful. So something one of you posted last night, I really wanted to start with, because when I read it, I actually said out loud, like, she gets it. Caitlin wrote, I went through the whole 7 layers with someone tonight. And it turned out I got a no, or not right now. So I might circle back to her another time. But I'm going to go fish in a different pond tomorrow. She ran the entire method. She got a soft no. And she did not spiral. She didn't say, I'm bad at this. She didn't say the method doesn't work, right? She didn't crawl into a hole and delete the app in her bed and like go under the covers and like hide from the world. She said, I might circle back. And tomorrow I'm going to fish in a different pond. And tonight I'm going to teach you exactly what to do with the not right now. But I want to just recognize Caitlin that she is a founder. Like that is leadership founder behavior. And for those of you that want to make real money in network marketing, you have to show up every day as a founder, a CEO of a movement. Just saying. Just saying. But I'll teach you that tonight. I'm not going to teach you something necessarily completely new because I'm going to bring day 1 through 4 all together and show you how to turn it into a system. And then I'm going to give you some of the objections, how I handle objections, but how I've learned to handle objections from some of my mentors who are badass. Shelby being one of them, and Shelby Sappy. Anyway, long story short, I'm giving her the clout and the credit because they're her objection scripts, but I use them and they're the shit. So I wanted to share them with you guys. So grab a pen, turn your phone sideways so you can see the screen bigger. So when you can screenshot it, and drop I'm ready in the comment section. But before all that, I want you to see some of the women that I've worked with on their brands. I need you to know every one of these women that I'm about to show you is making more money today than when they first started working with me. So and when they filmed this, some of them are 10xing their income. And you're going to recognize some of those names, okay? Very big brands. What does that tell you? It tells you this isn't a good week. It tells you that this is a system that keeps paying. So I want to introduce you to some of the top earners in the industry that I have worked with. And I want you to hear what they have to say.
My name's Catherine Jarrett.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jen Cooper here.
Hi, everybody. Leslie Hawker here. And I have been involved in relationship marketing, network marketing for over 20 years.
My name is Angela Billups, and I am a Marina Simone super fan.
Hi, my name is Rena Zaharev. I am a business strategy coach and confidence builder, and I'm from Toronto, Canada.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Olson, and I wanted to share my experience with working with Marina Simone. I've been in network marketing for 2.5 years.
Hi, I'm Melissa Swaney.
My name is Bryn Lang, and I am a 7-figure earner in the network marketing industry.
My name is Kath Waters, and I'm from the UK, and I want to give Marina Simone and the Leader Lab a massive shout out.
Our business, January 2020 to January 21, we attribute that to working with Marina, being able to have simple systems in place that people can utilize.
When I first got started with Marina, I was really looking for somebody who is really great at social media, at all of the tech side of things, because let's just be honest, that is not my jam. And Marina has helped me so much. Not only has she helped me completely solidify my launch process, she has also helped me with my brand. She's helped me really, truly change the way that I have done everything. And since I've been working with Marina, my numbers have gone through the roof.
Now I have a real system for my team, and I rank advanced in the few months after joining, and also I had my first 6 figures launch in my marketing online business.
There's been so many wins since working with Marina. My team is the second top team in my company, the second highest volume team in my company for now, I think 4 years straight. I'm the second highest earner in my company now for I think this is the 4th year straight, and that's sustainable. My team is growing.
Marina's taught me not to be stuck in a box of my company. I was stuck in a box of I was my company, but she's taught me how to go brand forward. She's developed my mission statement. And I have my first coaching client, which wasn't even on my radar.
I've really gotten a lot of value with her. My goals at the beginning of working with her was just to figure out how to show up online, and now it's turned into she's helping me develop my team and coming up with systems and stuff for my team, and it's been priceless being able to be in a community like that with other top leaders and watch her in action.
Marina really helped paint the vision and paint the picture for what was possible, not only in the coaching program, but in my mindset as well.
I've grown my following to over 100,000 on social media. I've also been able to build up multiple six figures, not only with my personal branding, but I am one rank away from the top of my company, and have a really thriving, successful network marketing team as well. I've published a couple of books. I've been able to speak at events. I have a podcast, really all the things that I wanted to do with my brand. And I know for a fact, I would not have been able to do that this quickly without Marina.
While my goals were to automate certain aspects of my sales coaching business and efforts to reach more people and also expand my network marketing, what I have gained from her is so much more.
Since implementing the techniques that Marina has taught me and getting my team onboarded using that simple plug and play system, I was literally able to grow my business more than 10x in 1 month. And in the months following that, I continued to grow and grow again until I hit one of the top ranks in the company.
What I initially hired her for was business coaching, but she's helped me as a life coach too, and shifting that mindset and knowing that I'm worthy of it, and knowing that I'm worthy of helping other women achieve and rise higher and belong, and to have that sense of community that she provides with her healers and her Moms and Heals community. It's so admirable, and I I definitely want to emulate that.
As we go into more of the technology age and being able to be high touch and high tech together. So thank you, Marina. And I'm looking forward to many more years of working together with you.
So if you want to have results like these, please join us in the Leader Lab.
I plan on evolving and growing and continuing to impact my network with Marina's support.
My business is thriving, my team's businesses are thriving. We are so excited. So the return on investment for the Leader Lab is absolutely massive, absolutely massive. So thank you, Marina. Thank you for your caring attitude. Thank you for always being there. Thank you for your support. You're an absolute rock star.
If you've got any kind of goal where you know you got to stretch and you want to reach big, Marina could absolutely help you get there. I guarantee it.
I'm so grateful to her and her team. Thank you so much, Marina, for your genius, for your time, for your energy that you've poured into me, and for your friendship.
I'm very blessed I crossed her path, and I highly recommend any of her, even her free challenges and her free Facebook group, give massive amounts of value. But anything she touches, she knows what she's doing.
If you have, if you've ever considered working with Marina, I'm telling you, it is the best decision that you will ever make.
If you guys are thinking about working with her, definitely do it.
I am so thankful and so grateful for my experience working with Marina and her team. And from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you.
I hands down recommend Marina Simone over any other coach I've ever worked with.
She helps other people rise with her. She leaves no woman left behind.
I love these women. I was just looking at pictures from our last mastermind and our last get together. And I just want to share really quickly what it looks like when we do our masterminds together, because a big piece of what I love to do is bring women together, because I know that there are so many strengths that I have, but there are so many strengths that they have that you probably need. And it's all about rising together. I want you to think of Brand Me on Demand, because Leader Lab is no longer a thing. Now it's Brand Me on Demand. And I want you to think of it as a way for you to network, you to grow your network, to collab with each other. I'm going to go deep at the very end of this. And when I start pitching, if you want nothing to do with it, you can jump off. But I just want to give you a little show of the last mastermind that we got together. It was beautiful.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, don't say it 'cause I know I'm cute. Oh, baby. Louis down to my drawers, LV all on my shoes. Oh, baby. I be dripping so much sauce, got a bin looking like Grey Goose. Oh, baby. Lit up like a crystal ball, that's cool, baby, so is don't even gotta try. Now you know. I like shot a nigga better over time. Now you know. They just say I'm not the baddest bitch you like. It ain't my fault that I'm out here getting loose. Gotta blame it on the goose. Gotta blame it on my juice, baby. It ain't my fault that I'm out here making news. I'm the put it in the proof. Gotta blame it on my juice. Yeah, 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 yeah. Blame it on my juice. Blame it on my juice. Yeah, 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 yeah. Blame it on my juice. Blame it on my juice. No, I'm not a snack at all. Look, baby, I'm the whole damn meal. Baby, you ain't being slick. Don't dare try to cop a feel. The juice ain't.
Yes, and that was Mel all the way from Australia. All right. Are we ready? Day 5. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let me add this to the stage. Let me move my face because you don't need it. Let me just make sure I have this up here. Yes. I feel like I'm moving too many things at one time, guys. All right, drop a 1 just to make sure I remove my face because I want to make sure you guys don't have to have my face in the way of everything. Drop a 1 in the comments if you can still hear me. Yeah, never mind. You don't have to do that. I can see my thing moving. See how I always keep it 100, you guys? Authenticity, the best currency on the planet. Look what you've done in 5 days. Hello. Oh my goodness. Day 1, you found your invisible leads. Day 2, the 333 method. You warmed up your builder pond. Day 3, the doors and the first message. Okay, now. Day 4, we went all 7 layers to the invite. Days 1 through 4 gave you the ideas. And tonight I'm going to give you the actual system. You're welcome. By the way, I saw Moana. Loved. Must go see. Okay. Although, hey, he did look really, really weird with hair. What's his name? The Rock. He looked so weird with hair. Anyway, look what you've done, guys. These are your numbers from this week. Look at this. Kim Malone, 88 messages sent, 37 replies, and she said, every opener I use is different. I personalize everything. Brenda, 55 sent, 41 responses. Holy crap. Barb, 54 sent, 39 replied. Dr. Dejuana, 43. Leah Khan, 38. 23 replies. Anne did Monday's homework and Tuesday's homework in one morning. 32 conversations. Crystal has 3 strangers she's been chatting with 3 days straight. Tanya, 20 sent, 15 replied. 5 days ago, you all thought you had no one to talk to. And then this came in. Do you understand what this is? That it's not a message sent, okay? This is not a reply. This is a woman who ran the layers all the way down and put something on a calendar. Ready? 25 conversations going. 4 got back to me. 2 made appointments for face-to-face. Ooh. The ladder ends somewhere, and it's on a calendar. The first known booked appointments from this challenge. Now let's have some fun, okay? Because you guys confessed a lot to me this week. These are your chat chains. The openers you were never sending again, okay? Thanks for the like. Hey there. Hey girly. Hey, how are you? Hey girl, thanks for the love of my story. How have you been? And my favorite, one of you used to open with, hi, are you free Saturday morning? So you could book them into an event. She called it herself, by the way. I proposed before the first date. And one of you wrote, hey, I saw that you saw my story. What did you like about the product I showed? You can find it at my website. And then she wrote, all wrong, I know now. That's the week. That's what changed. 5 days ago, that was all normal to you. Not anymore. And I want to celebrate these women specifically. Okay? These are the healers who booked their brand signal audits this week. And I didn't have time to add the new ones on there because we have over 49, but these are the ones that just took action. And Jamie Lynn, Wendy, Becky already sat down with us. They already did their brand signal audits. Bonji, Alicia, Amanda, Donna, Jennifer, Lakeisha, Jennifer, Marciana, Barbara, Sharon, Jenica, Danette, Janine. And here's what I want you to notice, right? Jamie and Jennifer are on both lists tonight. The women sending the most messages are the same women booking the audits. That's not coincidence. That's not a coinky dink. Okay. Women who move actually move. So here's tonight. I'm going to clear a lot of your questions and every objection. How much is it? Is it a pyramid scheme? I don't have time. Not right now. All of it. It's too expensive. I have to ask my husband. Then I'm going to take day 1 through 5 and assemble them into one system you can own forever. And then I'm going to announce the 15 winners. This is going to be the longest night of the week, but it'll be worth every single minute. Okay. I first need to talk to a specific group of you. One of you sent 18 messages and got 0 replies. And she wrote, wasn't feeling good after work, but I'll get it done. Another sent 3, got 0, and still checked in. I want you to hear me. You didn't fail. You did the single hardest thing I asked all week with nothing coming back to reward you for it. And you showed up here anyway. Remember day 4? 80% of sales need 5 or more touches, and 48% of people never follow up even once. You are at touch 1. The women with 40 replies are not better than you. They're further down the same road you're standing on. And by the end of tonight, you'll have the re-engagement move that gets 60% of them to answer. So stay with me. One of you said, I'm still too chatty, Kathy. My conversations go long and go nowhere. Listen, boo-boo, I love you. And here's the truth. Being chatty is actually not your problem. I'm the chattiest woman alive. I built a $100 million business on the art of chit chat. So your problem is nobody's driving. Okay. What does that mean? A conversation without layers is 2 women in a car with no destination. Oh my God, this sounds like me when I end up going the wrong way for 45 minutes. It's pleasant. We were having a nice time. And then I look up 4 hours later and realize I'm exactly where I started with less gas. I'm #guilty of doing that. I can't go anywhere without a GPS. The layers are the destination. Okay. Every message is either going to move her 1 rung down, or it's just scenery. So you got to ask yourself in every thread, like, what layer am I on in this conversation? What is the next layer in this conversation? That's it. That's the fix. Okay. Now we're going to get real technical this week. TikTok won't let you send voice messages. I'm well aware of that. So there was TikTok won't let you send a message as the first message to someone who isn't a friend. So before I answer that, let me just be very clear about something, because I do not want anybody walking away from tonight with the wrong lesson. Voice memo is the rule. Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, your phone, everywhere you can send voice, you send voice. Every door, every time. That has not changed, and it's not changing. Remember why? We are in a trust recession. So she's sitting there wondering if you're a bot. Is this a scam? Are they going to try to sell me some Bitcoin? Right? So a type DM is that stranger we talked about in a trench coat. Your voice takes that coat off. That's the entire reason this works. Now, here's what actually is happening on TikTok so you understand it instead of just memorizing it. On TikTok, your first message to a woman who isn't already a friend doesn't go to her inbox. It goes to her request folder. And until she accepts that request, you can't send her anything else. No voice, no photo, nothing. So she has to let you into that first door. So TikTok is that one exception and the only one for a single message. So you would type out layers 1 and 2 for TikTok. Name her, name the specific thing, curious, and one question. That's layers 1 and 2. And exactly as I taught it, just typed. And then the second she accepts and replies, maybe the voice unlocks so you can switch to voice immediately. Sometimes it doesn't. So if you can, on message 2, send a voice message, then do it. But if you can't, it's not the end of the world. But here's what I like to do. I like to get them from TikTok to my Instagram or onto my project broadcast or somewhere else where I can send voice messages. Okay. TikTok is stingy. It is what it is. It has daily message limits and they're low. So a newer account can send maybe 10 to 20 a day before it starts flagging you. An older account, maybe 40 to 60. So, and a pile of requests that nobody accepts looks like spam to the algorithm. So on TikTok, you spread them out. Facebook and Instagram, send your 20. TikTok goes slower, space them out throughout the day. I'd rather you send 8 good ones than get your account like literally shut down on a Saturday. Okay. And honestly, the woman who asked this already figured it out. She texted 13 people on TikTok, 2 responded immediately, and she's now 3 voice memos deep with one of them. So she typed once and then she got back to voice. That's not a workaround. That's a founder solving her own problem. Okay. So I just wanted to address this. I asked 33 people and only 3 wanted info. Okay, this one is important. I'm saying it with love. One of you asked 33 people to look at your product or your opportunity. 12 said not interested, 3 wanted info. And then another healer sent 17 gratitude messages and had 12 conversations continue. Look at the chart. 33 asks got 3. 17 gratitude messages got 12 responses. Half the effort, 4 times the result. And I'm not telling you that to make you feel bad. You worked this week. 33 is a hustle. I'm telling you because you were pitching, not layering. And pitching is going to cost you 30 women to find 3, where layering costs you nothing and finds you 12. So you're working with the same woman, the same hours. You're just moving differently. I haven't started yet. Some of you told me you haven't started at all. You're waiting to rejoin your company next month, waiting to feel ready, waiting to understand it perfectly. One of you said her past numbers were 15% replies and 1% serious, and she doesn't want to repeat that. Boo-boo, you can't fix old numbers by not making new ones. There is no ready. Ready is a feeling that shows up after you've done the thing badly a lot of times. Nobody has ever felt ready first. I posted on Instagram like about entrepreneurs and the way we figure it out, and then like the reel goes to a guy in a jet, like a fighter jet, and he's reading directions. Like he doesn't even know how to fly the thing. Like that's what we do as entrepreneurs. We mess it up and then we figure it out. And the women on the chart 3 slides ago, half of them were terrified on Monday, just like you are right now. They just did it terrified. That's the difference. All right, so let's get in now to the objection. So what an objection actually is. Like this is important to understand this. Now, you've been begging this all week. You've been begging me for this. I first have to fix what you think an objection is. You think an objection is a no. So the second she says, how much is it? Or is this one of those things, your stomach drops and you go straight into defense mode, right? Listen to me. An objection is not a door slamming in your face. It's a door with the chain still on. She's standing there. She's still talking to you. A woman who isn't interested doesn't object. She just goes quiet. When someone gives you an objection, that takes effort. The chain means she wants to see you. She just doesn't feel safe yet. And your job is not to shove the damn door open. You know what I mean? Like your job is to make her feel safe. So let's talk about the framework. One framework, this is what I do. It handles every objection you'll ever get. I always agree. I never argue, ever. The second you argue, you're the enemy and she has to defend herself. Then I ask one curious question that gets underneath what she said, because what she said is almost never the real thing, just so you know. And then I anchor. I bring it back to what she already told me she wanted. Not what I want, what she wanted. And then here's the beautiful part. You already know this. Agreement is layer 5. That makes so much sense. Ask is layer 2. Curious. I'm not teaching you anything new tonight. I'm telling you the same 2 muscles you've been using all week at the moment you're most tempted to abandon them. Because that's what everybody does, right? She pushes back and they drop the method and start selling. Don't do that. Go back to the layers. So objection 1, how much is it? This is the most common. This means she's just not seeing the worth or the value in it. That's all that means. Because she will go and drop $5,000 on a credit card she shouldn't, on a purse she shouldn't get, and she's not thinking about, should she do that? Is it a good investment? Because it's not. Gucci purses are not great investments. You don't get what you paid for them, right? So when she says, how much is it? 90% of you panic and you answer with a number. Never lead with the number. And it's not because you're hiding it. It's because a number without context just becomes an expense in their brain. So think about it. If I walked up to you on the street and said, $497, what's your answer? No. Absolutely no. To what? Same house, same price. But if you walked through it, saw my kitchen, imagine your kids playing in the yard, now it's a completely different conversation. So agree. Great question. And I'll absolutely tell you. Before I do, can I ask what's making you curious? Is it more feeling better side or doing what I do side? Same rule as the new follower. Okay, so you said you want to stop feeling like a stranger in your old body. Here's what that costs, and here's what's in it. Now the number is going to land on top of her words instead of onto thin air. Yeah. Woo! Good stuff here. Is this one of those pyramid things? This is objection 2. And this one makes you mad, doesn't it? Drop mad in the comments if you're like, yeah, this shit pisses me off when people say this because everything is a pyramid. Oh my God, like everything. Yet you can't tell people that. Your face gets hot, you feel judged, and then you get defensive and start explaining the compensation plan like a freaking lawyer. Stop it. She's not insulting you. She's actually protecting herself. Somebody in her life somewhere got burned, or she watched a documentary. That question is just armor she has on. It's not an attack. And when you agree, I mean really agree, honestly, fair question. I asked the exact same thing before I started, and I'd be worried about you if you didn't ask it. Watch what that does. You just joined her side of the door. Curious, did you have a bad experience? You can hear my dog tap dancing in the background. Cookie, lay down. I need to cut her nails. You can literally hear her tap dancing. So, curious, did you have a bad experience with one? Or is it more what you've seen online? Now she tells you the real objection. It's almost never the business model. It's her cousin who lost money or her friend who wouldn't stop pitching her. Now bring in the anchor. That makes so much sense. And honestly, that's why I do it the way I do it. I don't pitch people. I invite them to be a part of the movement. You and I have been talking for a week and I never sent you a link. Now, this is only true if you actually ran the layers without sending a link. Which is why we spent 4 days not pitching. Got it? Your behavior all week is the answer to this objection. How many of you are having mind blown moments? Drop the mind blown emoji if you're like, oh my God, I'm starting to get it. Yes, it all works together, boo-boo. Option 3, not right now. The one Caitlin got last night, and this is the one that hurts the most because it's soft and it's polite and it leaves you nowhere to stand. Here's the truth about not right now. It's not a no. It's a not yet with no date on it. And your only job is to put a date on it. I totally get it. Honestly, timing is everything with this movement. Do not push. Do not do the, well, what if I told you? No. Ask. Curious. Is it more a timing thing, a money thing, or you're just not sure if it's for you? Guess what? We just gave 3 options again, like we did in the follower message. And each one is a totally different conversation. So you need to know which one you're in. Anchor. Anchor, cool. When should I check back with you? End of the month or after the holidays? Now she's going to give you a date. And now she's not a lost lead. She's a calendar entry. That's the whole difference between the women who run out of people and the women who never do. You're never going to run out of people when you have your calendar booked. Okay, the fast ones. Now, run these through the same framework, okay? I don't have time. Agree. Girls, same. Curious. If it took 3 hours a week instead of 20, would time still be a thing? Because time is almost never the objection, you guys. It's, I don't believe it'll work. Okay? I have to ask my husband. Agree. I love that. I don't make big decisions without mine either. What do you think he's going to want to know? Now you're arming her instead of competing with him. I don't have the money. Agree. Totally fair. Is it not right now money or not a priority yet money? Both are fine. I just want to know which. That question is honest and it's kind and it gets you the truth in one message. Same 3 steps every time, guys. Agree, ask, anchor. Agree, ask, anchor. Now, I want to give credit where credit is due because I don't pretend I invented everything. There's a woman named Shelby Sapp, and Shelby went door to door selling pest control in Minnesota when she was 18 years old, knocking on strangers' doors, getting told no 30 times in a row, $70,000 her first summer, $150,000 her second, and now she trains women to close like high ticket offers. When I tell you this woman can handle an objection, I watched her overcome 6 objections in about 60 seconds. 60 seconds. So some of what I'm about to give you is hers. And I'm telling you her name because that's what grown women do. We don't steal, we credit. So you should definitely go follow her if you need help with your closing skills. Absolutely no brainer. Okay. Now, here's the thing that Shelby says that completely rewired how I think about this. An objection is not a bad thing. It means she is genuinely considering it, right? She's asking for more information. She is asking for your help. And listen to this. A woman who gives you 5 different objections and then buys, that is your most solid freaking human to join your team or be your customer. She'll buy everything you ever offer because you do not want to lay down sale. Okay. So, you know, the one where she's like, okay, sure, real fast and asks you nothing and then pays. And then she gets it. And then she's got 40 questions, 40 objections. She never asked. And now she's overwhelmed. And now she quits. And now she wants a refund. I don't want that woman. I want the woman who knows everything before she says yes, because that woman stays. I'm going to give you guys an example of this. I had a leader from another company that hired me for branding. And one of the biggest things in the conversations with her was being honest with her when she said she wanted to make a change. I didn't say, yeah, let's go bash the company she's with. None of that. She just fell in love with the Feel Good Now revolution. And so my point of this is I was honest and told her there were going to be some hoops to open her country. And I was just real and handled every objection. And it took about 2 to 3 weeks for her to make a decision. But guess what? She's here and she's solid. And so I want you to understand that if you want people to stay, you've got to spend more time and go the depth, not the width. Okay? Now, let's handle these 4 more really quick. Okay? 4 more fast, and these are straight from Shelby. I need more time. She asks, do you need time or do you need information? Because those are 2 completely different problems, and only one of them is yours to solve. 9 times out of 10, it's information. So good. I've tried something like this before and it didn't work. This one's good. She says, are you married? Yes. Did you date people before him that didn't work out? Yes. Okay, so now you know what you like and what you don't. That one wasn't it. This one could be. That's a dating reframe and it's freaking good. Her failed attempt isn't proof it doesn't work. It's data. Okay. I saw a bad review. She asks, how many? 2. And she goes, we have 4,000 people in this program. 2 out of 4,000. You don't argue with the review. You put it next to the denominator. I'm scared. I don't think I'm ready. This one's my favorite. She says, some of the best decisions of your life get made in gray area. You don't make life-changing decisions when everything is already set in stone. Oh, read that one twice, because that's the one that, not just for your prospect, that one might be for you too. You might want to read that one again. That's a big one. Shelby's amazing. And now the big one. I have to ask my husband. I have to ask my husband. This one ends more sales than any other. I have to ask my wife. I have to ask my husband. First, never fight it ever. I love that. I don't make big decisions without mine either. You are not competing with that man. But this is Shelby's move. And when I heard it, I said, oh my God. Like, ooh, this is good. She says, and you definitely should. But you're going to have one of 2 conversations tonight. You're either going to go ask for permission for something he doesn't understand yet. And we all know how that conversation goes. He doesn't know what it is. So he says no. He's not being mean. He's protecting you. Or you're going to walk in and say, honey, I solved this problem for us. And now I'm one step closer to that thing I told you I wanted. Same husband, same money, same night, completely different conversation because of how she walks in. And then you help her. What do you think he's going to want to know? Now you're arming her instead of losing her. This is good. And this one's for the woman who, like, when you take a woman off a call and then get her husband on a follow-up. I do that all the time. I'm like, hey, like, let's get back on with your husband so we can have all his questions answered. You know what I mean? And when you get on with him, you don't, so did y'all talk about it? No, you start over because he wasn't there. He didn't get the value built. He's being asked to say yes to something he knows nothing about. So you need to recap it, then ask him what he thinks. He's not an obstacle. He's just a second decision maker, and never assume he's the only one, okay? I sent it and they went silent. 3 of you sent me questions today, and you think they're 3 different questions, but they're not. They are actually the exact same question. One of you said, a woman reached out about my product from a video I posted, and I replied, and she went silent. One of you said, I sent samples to a woman from a vendor event. We booked a Zoom, and now she's not answering. And one of you said, I sent out a bunch of company videos to watch. I followed up, and I still have 0 replies from any of them. Y'all, do you see it? Every single one of those, I sent the thing. And then she disappeared. And I know exactly why, because I did it for years. Okay? This is what you did. She raised her hand. She asked about the product. She asked about your opportunity. She took the sample. She said, sure, send me the video. That's layer 2. And you got excited because finally somebody was interested. And then you sent the thing, which is layer 7. You skipped context. You skipped what the hardest part was. You skipped the money line. You skipped the bridge. So she's sitting there with a video about a product. You never once asked her what she's really trying to fix. She never told you her pain. She never heard herself say it out loud. So the video has nothing to land on. And here's the part that stings. She didn't ghost you because she wasn't interested. She ghosted you because now she has to make a decision about a product she never emotionally connected to. And the easiest way out of that decision is just not to answer. Silence is not rejection. Silence is what happens when you ask for a decision before you built the desire. So, was it the video? No. It's where in the conversation you sent the video, which we talked about last night. We talked about it last night. So now what do I do with her? Do not send a fourth follow-up asking if she watched it. Let's do that. Step 1, 333 her. Silently for 3 days. Heart, story replies, real comments, no message, melt the ice. Step 2, come back with absolutely nothing to sell. You're not mentioning the video. You're not mentioning the samples. You're not mentioning the Zoom you booked. That's over. That's done. We're not bringing it up. Step 3, you're going to run the layers you skipped. Curious. Did you find something that you needed for their problem? Curious, when did that brain fog start getting like that for you? And what's the hardest part about it? And I want you to hear what's actually happening there. You are not starting over. You're going back and doing the work you skipped the first time. And in 2 minutes, I'm giving you the exact 2 moves I use to walk back into a thread that's been quiet for weeks, including the 3 words that get me 60% of them to answer and stay with me. Okay? Ready? Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump. Now, some of you have women who have went quiet for weeks, months ago, and you don't know how to walk back in. Here's what I actually do. I send this. Forrest Gump, waving hi. That's it. No words. No, hey, just following up. No, I know it's been forever. Why does this work? Because it's funny. It's disarming, and it doesn't make her manage my feelings. There's no guilt. She doesn't have to apologize for disappearing. She doesn't have to explain herself. She just laughs and answers. A just following up says you owe me. A Forrest Gump gift says, I like you and I'm not weird about it. I want you to steal it tonight. And then there's this one, my best move. And it's 3 words. If it's been forever and I've 333'd her, heart, story, real comments, I'm a warm face again, then I go in with, hey, is everything okay? That's the entire message, nothing else. 60% of the time she answers me, 60%. A woman who ghosted me, 60%. And here's why it works. I need you to really hear this, because if you get it wrong, it's manipulative and it'll blow up on you. It works because it's not about the sale. It's about her. It says, I noticed you went quiet and I wasn't checking my pipeline. I was checking on you. Nobody does that anymore. Everybody's following up. Nobody's checking in. And you have to actually mean it. This is the art of chit chat. If she says, honestly, no, I'm not okay, then now you're a friend. You're not a marketer. You put the business away and you show up for her. That's the whole job. That's being a mentor. It doesn't mean you mentor just for the business. You're supposed to be there locking arms with her. Show her who you are. That's been the job the whole week. What happens after she says yes? Now, one of you asked me something at 12:19 in the morning, which tells me exactly what she was doing at midnight. She asked, what should I cover in the video I share with the person who says yes? And I want to be honest with you about this question because it's the smartest one I got all week, honestly. All week I've taught you how to get the yes, the 4 doors, the 7 layers, straight to the invite. And then she says yes to your 15 minutes and I stopped teaching. So what goes in the 15 minutes? Okay, here's my honest answer. And it's not the answer you want. I can't hand you a script for that video. I don't know what company you are with. I don't know what your movement is, or even if you have one, because that 15 minutes has to carry your movement, the thing that we talked about on day 4. And your movement is not my movement. if I give you a template, you're going to sound like me. And the whole point of this week was that she can tell the difference if it's like a copy paste script, right? So here's what I actually do about it. When I build a woman's brand, I build her movement. I write out her 7 layers deep script, customized to her in her language, in her words. And I build her 15-minute presentation she presses play on. I do it built for her, not downloaded. That's the iconic brand build. And I'll come back to this at the end because there's something about it I don't think you know yet. So let's put your first system together, okay? Here it is, everything on one screen. Screenshot this. On the left is your weekly rhythm, what you actually do. So your weekly rhythm, you find your invisible leads. You run the 333 on 9 women, work your 4 doors, run your layers. In the middle are your pillars, what you use, your tracker, your gratitude list, your movement, your presentation. And on the right is the loop, what it produces. Conversations become invites. Invites become appointments. Appointments become customers and builders. And these women bring you more women. And the arrow goes back to start. That's a system. Days 1 through 4 gave you the ideas. Tonight, you got the system. You are not going to build a 6 or 7 figure business by working harder. You're going to build it by running this system. Okay? Why does this matter? This matters more than money. A system builds you a brand that runs without you. It means you're at your daughter's recital or your granddaughter's recital, and your business is still bringing in leads. I generated a little over 2,000 leads in the last 3 weeks. And one of those weeks I was kayaking and didn't even have my phone on me for about 12 hours a day. That's cool, right? Now, I still schedule in Zooms. I wasn't on social media as much. It means you can spend a week at the beach with your husband and your offers or your leads will still come into your inbox. It means you take a Sunday afternoon nap and nothing collapses, right? That's the dream. Not so you can work 80 hours a week on a side hustle that ends up being worse paid per hour than your 9 to 5. So we build a thing, and then the thing serves us, not the other way around. Now, 15 winners. These are the women who checked in, who did the work, who showed up. First big surprise, swag bags coming from me to your door. Marciana, Danette, Crystal, Jamie, and Debbie. I'm so proud of you. 3 of you are getting a signed copy of my book shipped to you. Sonia, Julianne, and Brenda. 5 of you are getting full access to the Leads Player Vault. Amanda Hendry, Dr. Joanna, Becky, Wendy, Kathy. And 2 of you are getting a private social media audit with me. Kim Malone, the woman who sent 88 messages this week and told me every single opener was different because she personalizes everything. And Lynn Sharkey, now I want you to hear Lynn's check-in word for word because this matters, okay? She wrote, I liked and left a message on 4 people's posts and 2 sent me a message back. A small start, I know, but I will be building on it. 88 messages and 4 messages, same price. Because this was never about who did the most. It was about who kept showing up. So congratulations. My team is going to reach out to you so you can claim your prize. Get with your personal concierge so they can get you in contact with us. I'm so proud of you. And for everyone whose name I didn't call, you're not behind. You're just not done. Which brings me to the most important thing I will say all week, okay? I gave you the entire system, the whole thing, for free for 5 nights. And right now you're sitting there thinking, okay, Marina, I've got it. I'm implementing Monday, and I want to believe you. I really, really do. But I've been doing this for 14 years, so I know what happens next. 85% of you who registered for this challenge will not implement what I just taught you. And it's not because you don't want it. It's because life happens. The kids get sick. People pass. Yes, I said it. People pass. Right? People pass. It happens. Life happens. Your teenager has a mental breakdown on a Tuesday. Your elbow hurts. You get your period. Your mother-in-law has surgery. The car breaks down. And this system, the one you're excited about right now, ends up on a sticky note in a kitchen drawer. 6 months from now, that sticky note is still in the freaking drawer. Your notes from this week are still in a Google Doc you never reopened. And you're going to be exactly where you are right now, tonight. Actually, where you were on Monday before you started. And I'm really not saying that to scare you. I just want you to know, healer, like I'm really not. I'm saying it because I love you and because I need you to know that you're actually up against you. It's not the algorithm. It's not your upline. It's not your list. It's you. Now, here's what I need you to understand about that 15% who do implement. The 15% that do implement, they are not more disciplined than you. They don't have more willpower. They're not smarter. They're not less busy. Half of them are probably busier than you. They have a different system around them. They have a community pulling them through, a coach checking on them, weekly accountability, a Telegram room full of women going through the same thing who lift them up on the day they want to quit. They have someone they're paying to hold it down for them when they drift. The frameworks are free. They're yours. The system around the system is the whole ball game. Okay? So, 2 paths. Both are valid. Only one is statistically likely. Path 1, take everything I taught you and run at it alone. No coach, no community, just you, the replays, and the PDFs in your kitchen at 11 at night. And some of you will win this way, 15% of you. And I'm genuinely freaking rooting for you. I mean that. Or there's path 2. You get in the room where this system gets built with you and for you. Weekly coaching with me, a community of women on the same road, where implementation isn't something you do alone at 11 p.m. It's something we build together. Both paths are completely valid, by the way, but only one of them statistically is going to get you there. And so I want to talk to you about Brand Me on Demand. The 12-month container where founders get built, okay? It's a room where badass women decide to win, period. And if you don't think you're a badass yet, I will brainwash the shit out of you and I will develop you into one. Marina, why can't I just join for 90 days? Because I will never coach anyone for 90 days while they build an ecosystem. It's stupid. It doesn't work. We build it together every week for 12 months. Okay? What's inside? Here's what's inside. And I'm leading with the one I don't think you caught. Okay? Oh, did I go back? I went the wrong way. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Your iconic brand build is included. The thing I was telling you about 15 minutes ago where I build your movement, write out your 7 layers, deep script in your words, and build a 15-minute presentation you press play on, that's $34.97 on its own. Okay? Your movement architecture built personally with me, every framework, it's in Founder. So Icon and Founder have the iconic brand build in them is the point of my story here, okay? And so this dog, you are like tap dancing over here, ma'am. You are tap dancing. Relax. Okay. So the Brand Me on Demand icon, this is for a woman who's thinking bigger, okay? Everything you get in here is the iconic brand build, the 12 months of Brand Me on Demand, the Brand Me on Demand operating system, which you can get a demo of when you do your brand signal audit. You also get my AI, Marina on Demand, which is a $19.97 a year product that I threw in completely free. But what's really the biggest thing about Icon is I personally promote your offer to my audience. So my email, socials, podcast, all of it. So I want you to understand what that's worth. Okay. My ads reach 250,000 women a day. $20,000 to $40,000 on ad spend. Yeah. So that's like paying a creator with 250,000 followers to promote you. Okay. 5 to 15,000. And both of those are cold. My list is warm, like 14 years warm. So when I say this is the woman, this is the real deal, go work with her, they buy, they book, they show up. I promoted launches that have done 50,000, 8,000, 80,000, 150,000, 500,000, 15,000, all the things. Okay. Now, 15,000 or 3 payments of 5K. And all the bonuses I'm going to share with you will apply to this as well. Okay. The founder annual. The only thing that changes here is in this one, I promote you to my whole list. And this one, I don't. That's literally the difference. So the Brand Me on Demand is this one right here. You get the bonuses. See the investment. I already said not 90 days. This is what you get in the iconic brand build. We talked about this. The investment, $34.97. Now, if you decide you want to upgrade to the founder, after you and I do our iconic brand build together, if you're like, I want to grab one of those founder or icon spots because I don't want to just do this one time with Marina. Like I want to be with her every week as I'm building this in real time. Okay. I will apply that $34.97 to the $9,997 or to the 15K, just so you know. We can do that for you as well. But here's everything you're getting inside of the founder and the icon. Okay. This is magical. Our operating system, it literally will save you $800 a month in tools that you don't need, like ManyChat, like freaking MailChimp and Linktree, and I don't know, boards, like all the things that you guys are using that you probably don't need. Okay. So this is the founder price, icon 15K. The founder price is $9,997 or 6 payments of 2K. Okay. $833 a month, less than the most moms spend on Amazon and TikTok shop. Go open your bank app. I'll wait. Oh, that's funny. Go open your bank. Go open your app and wait. The TikTok shop alone. So what it would cost to do all of this yourself, very clear. I think it's really clear here. My operating system's worth $3,500. The iconic brand build is $34.97. If you were to have a brand designer, that would be anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000. A copywriter, $1,500 to $3,000, and a coach at $497 a month. That'd be $5,900 plus community $1,200. So if you were to do it all yourself, you're looking at like $22,000. So you can see how I kind of made this a complete no-brainer. A complete no-brainer. Now, for those of you that do the paid in full, the founder paid in full or the icon paid in full, okay? These are the bonuses. Why did I miss my, the bonus window? Okay, here we go. This is where it gets juicy. Okay. 2 bonuses I have never offered before, but I'm going to do it because that's just how it is. For those of you that pay in full, you are going to get 1 month free. So instead of it being 12 months, you're going to get 13 months inside of the Brand Me on Demand if you do the founder or the icon paid in full. And you also will receive VIP access to every workshop that I run every 60 days. You will never pay $77 or $197 for VIP again, as long as you are inside Brand Me on Demand. And we also have a retreat that we're doing next year where we're all going to get together and your ticket is included when you are a founder or an icon member as well. So the full stack, all the things, right? Like here's everything in one picture. $9,997, the iconic brand build is included. Bonus 1, bonus 2, bada bing, bada boom. That's your investment. You like how I pitch? It's very like to the point here. If you're not ready for the room with me for 12 months, you can just do the iconic brand build for $34.97. This is where, again, like I'm building all those things that we already talked about. One price, paid in full, $34.97. Here's your 3 options. Don't think until Monday. I want you to think about this for 10 minutes. And I want you to ask yourself, if Marina promoted one of my offers, would it pay for itself the $15,000? That would be a yes. I only have 3 spots. Sorry, guys. I only have 3 icon available. So you need to get with your concierge like ASAP and let them know if you want to be an icon, because there's only 3 left. There's only so many of me, people. I only do this every 60 to 90 days because I'm one person and I spend a lot of time on these iconic brand builds. Okay. So here's where the spots are left. Big shout out to Ricky Graham, who grabs one of the founder annuals. We're so excited to have her a part of it. Oh yeah, I have more videos for you guys. I think that's important that you just see that like I'm not full of shit. So hold on really quick. Let's just meet some more people that I've worked with.
My name is Brittany Bauman. I met Marina a couple of years ago. I just found her online and I'm so thankful that I did. She's been an absolute inspiration to me. I've taken several of her courses and I'm so fortunate to be here with her again at this amazing mansion in Fort Lauderdale this year. I was here last year as well and I've just learned so much and I've gotten to bond with so many amazing women, and I have scaled my business to a 6-figure income. So I am forever grateful for the friendship, especially Marina's, and the knowledge and the blessings that I've coming away with.
Lori Hart here, super excited to be down here. I actually met Marina online. I heard about her through other entrepreneurs, and I knew that if I wanted to take my business further faster as an entrepreneur, she was definitely going to be the girl that would take me there. I just had my first launch with her. I literally just started putting it out there. I gained the confidence that I needed to talk about what was important to me, and I was able to take in about $18,000 in my first ever launch, and I'm looking forward to what's to come and all the growth. So thank you, Maria.
My name is Jen Surfer, and I have been working with Marina for a long time now. And what attracted me to her was, obviously she's amazing at branding and what she does, but she's also very real. She'll just tell you things straight. She's not afraid to show up messy and figure things out as she goes. And I was really attracted to that. Since working with Marina, I have been able to build a brand. I have 4 offers that are bringing me money on demand. I am growing my network marketing business at the same time, and I just recently had my biggest month in my business career last month, and that is all thanks to Marina. And if you're looking for somebody that's going to take you to the next level in business and branding and showing up on social media, you have to work with Marina. You will not be disappointed.
See, I was muted. See, good thing I checked. All right, here we go. So don't just take my word for it. Obviously, those are real people and real businesses. They're still a part of Brand Me on Demand and still very close friends. I want to show you this. This is Susan. I don't know if she's on tonight, but she joined as a Brand Me on Demand founder, and you can literally go verify this because you can go look her up. And 60 days ago, her channel, 90 days ago, was at 0. Now she has 13,300 subscribers, 630 videos, 12,409,278 views, 12.4 million. That's insane. We started from nothing, from 0. So I want to be straight with you about how that happened, because I'm not going to stand here and let you think, you buy founder and you wake up with 12 million views. Susan is in the room. She's a founder. We built her brand, her movement, her positioning, her whole architecture. And then she hired me and my team to run her content on top of it every single month. Here's what I need you to understand. My team could not have done any of that until she knew who she was. You cannot post 600 videos when you don't know what you stand for. You'll run out of things to say in a week. That's why most of you post 3 times and quit, or you're only talking about your product because you have nothing else to talk about. The brand came first for Susan. The content had somewhere to stand. That's what a movement does. It doesn't give you a posting schedule. It gives you something to say for literally the rest of your life. So I shared with you guys Casey's, so we're not going to go over that again, but all of these women are in different industries, different ages, different starting points. Some of them had a website. Some of them had nothing. Some of them were terrified. One of them, they all had one thing in common, honestly. They all said yes. So what's your yes moment going to be? So here they are, all three. Pick your door. If you want icon, you want to be one of the threes, comment icon in the comment section now so we can get to you so you could be one of those three. If you want to be founder, drop founder so you can be one of those. And if you want iconic brand build, drop iconic brand build in the comment section and we will get to you ASAP. And here's the thing. Your fastest path, best return, and I promote you to my whole audience, is icon. If you can make that happen, that's where I would come in. Founder annual is where most women start. It's our most popular. And those that are just trying to test me out, they start with the iconic brand build, and then I apply that to the founder annual. After, I don't know, usually 20 minutes of us talking, they upgrade while we're doing the iconic brand build together. Okay? These are your 2 steps. I need you to do them tonight, not tomorrow. Enroll. Pick Brand Me On Demand or IBB, right? Drop it down below. If you want to talk it through, schedule your brand signal audit. Go to the brandsignalaudit.com and get on the schedule so you can get your brand audited and see what the next step is for you. This time next year, you're going to be one of 2 women. The first one took everything I gave her this week and ran alone. She got some wins, she hit some walls, and she most likely is right back to where she is right now tonight with a slightly bigger following. You're just busier though. You're not like transformed or elevated. The second one decided tonight that she was done playing small. She got in the room, she built a brand, she built a business, and she built a life. And I want it to be the second one for you. I want it for you so bad. So let me leave you with this. This is my office. When you work with me, your face ends up on my wall. So I see you every single day when I come into work, which is downstairs in my office. I put you on my wall because I want to see you. Maybe I can't talk to you every day, but I can see you. You guys are my world. You guys are my world because I know what it was like to feel so alone building a brand that nobody thought I could ever do. All the naysayers, all the guys that, said, no, you're a woman. It's not going to work, be, all the crap. I want you to know that I'm truly wanting you to win. And I will stretch you if you let me. So get with your personal concierge, book your brand signal audit. Remember that you have the bonuses that are going to expire. So I can't wait to see all of you VIPs next week, 8 p.m. Eastern on Zoom. We have 5 more days, VIPers. I'm so excited for you all. And I'm just grateful that you were all here. So thank you for joining me for the last 5 days. Bye.